All right, what's going on, boys? So we're going to talk defense today. I'm going to show you guys what the best defense in the game is, the best blitz, the best, coverage defense. You can do kind of everything out of it. This is actually the defense I use to get back into the top 100 of the leaderboards right here. And it also got me a 10-1 gauntlet. Really should have been 10-0, but you know how EA does with quarterbacks not throwing in this game, so we were 10-1. But anyways, it's going to be a pretty simple defense, not too complicated. I'm going to show you guys the macros at the end of the video so you can set it up super quickly. I'm going to show you all the run shoots, the cover, cover shells, all that kind of thing. So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, let's talk about personnel. Honestly, really all you need is really good linebackers. I mean, DBs, ideally you get good DBs that are good at man and zone coverage. Like pretty much all my guys here are pretty much even in man and zone. Also, the taller the better. That's just how it is every year. But you want really good DBs, and you want at least 3 good linebackers. So I got ncaa, Sammy Brown, Chris Cole. They're gonna be playing linebacker for me, but you definitely want linebackers. We're gonna use Sam, Will, and Mike linebackers in this defense. As far as the playbook goes, we're gonna be in the Tennessee 4-2-5 shell playbook, or you can even do Buffalo, Ohio State, the 4-2-5 man pressure. Either one works. But I prefer this one because it's got DB fire too. But we're gonna be talking about 6-1, so I'm not too worried about this. All right, so now we're in practice mode. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and flip our packages with a right stick. We're gonna put on this defensive end pass rush. What that's gonna do is it pretty much is gonna put our defensive ends as like the exterior linemen. I'll show you what I mean here. So let's just pick Sam Will blitz. And instead of having linebacker, defensive end, or defensive tackle, D-tackle, D-tackle, D-tackle. Now we got, edge rusher Reggie White, edge rusher Colin Simmons, and then our 2 linebackers, defensive tackles in the middle. So you want that package on. That's going to give you the best pass rush. It's going to give you the best, best options in this. Now let's talk coaching adjustments. I like to put my curls on 15, especially for the man coverage in this, because that's going to be your best like distance to stop corner routes, that kind of thing. Really all you got to worry about in this version is corner routes. We are going to run some zone too. If you do run zone, you might want to change those or just stim them down when you come out, but not too important. So we're gonna go ahead and throw on the cover 2 shell. You want cover 2 because it kind of disguises everything better. Let's go ahead and pick Sam Will blitz. Let's go against bunch, and this is a pretty common play right here, return X post. So pretty much all we're gonna do is we're gonna pinch our line. We're gonna spread our linebackers. Spreading our linebackers is super important for the gap shoots in the run game. So you definitely want to spread your linebackers, and then you want to shade inside, route commit inside. Now I have a macro set up that does all this for you, and whether you're running man or zone, you can use the same macro. I just call it like the 6-1 base, and so that's our main coverage right there. And pretty much all you want to do, whatever side that their strong side of their formation is, put a curl flat. Take your linebacker over here, put him in a curl flat. And you're going to bag 90% of things because everything inside is going to be taken care of with the route commit and the inside shade. And then everything out breaking is pretty much going to be covered by the curl flat. If you want to, you can do 2 curl flats. I prefer to send a little bit of pressure. So I like to send 5 to the quarterback, and I'll just come stand like right here. And as soon as they snap this ball, I'm just going to D-pad switch over here, try to take away any kind of corner route. And that's pretty much it. If you wanted to, you could also run it like this with 2 purples. And I'm just using my D-pad, switch over. If they go any kind of corner route, I'm on it. But as you can see, that plays pretty much everything inside pretty well. Let me pick a different play. All right, we're gonna go against corner strike from bunch strong offset here because in theory it should give us a lot of trouble because it has 3 out-breaking routes on it. So let's just say we do 1 purple over here. Honestly, if against bunch strong offset, typically I'll just blitz my user and we'll send 6 at him. Because if they do send that running back out, I'm gonna be able to cover it, and we might get pressure here. So let's send it, run in. They actually got way too much time on that. I don't know how we didn't scream at them. Usually we kind of scream. Oh, I didn't pinch. I didn't call my macro. But typically that's what I'll do. You don't have to. You could even if it's bunch strong offset, you can man him up like this. If you don't know what play is coming, you can do this. That'll cover everything. And you can even switch stick the other side. Like say we do this. We can switch stick over here, cover this side. Everything's bagged. I don't know how they fit that in there. That's pretty insane. But yeah, against mostly like this, I'm just gonna send it like this. I'm gonna send a 5-man rush at them. I'm gonna try to get that corner out, speed out. Sometimes we get fried on that. That's why I said I like to send pressure. I like to try to make them block that running back if possible. they start blocking the running back, it'll get them in trouble. If you want to send a lot of pressure, just blitz your user, one curl flat. And then I like to, user lock so I can rush a little bit quicker, but in practice mode, you really can't. Yeah, he just made a bad read right there. But yeah, that's the main coverage. You're going to beat a lot of people doing that. Now we'll get into some zone coverages, and let's get into those now. All right, so as far as zone coverages go, pretty much only calling quarters, cover 3 buzz, maybe a little bit of Tampa 2. I'll go ahead and get Tampa 2 out of the way. It's going to be like your red zone defense. Can't respot the ball like that on defense, so I'll just move everybody up over here. But yeah, in the red zone, pretty much just put these 2 guys in Tampa 2, put them in the inside quarters, and then put curl flats on the outside. And what that's going to do, like these curl flats can be better than a cloud. Clouds are really bad this year, but you're pretty much going to bag everything just doing this. So we call our macro, make sure everybody gets pinched, whatever else. Stand over here in case they run, and let them snap it here. Pretty much just switch stick around. You want to use one of the hook curls, not the mid read. Like I'll stay on the mid read for like gap shooting purposes. But typically, I'm gonna try to get on one of these hook curls because they're gonna play everything a little bit better. Bunch strong offset. Well, I didn't think they were gonna run. I forgot I called a random play. Still did a pretty good job against it though. But yeah, I'm just trying to get on one of these hook curls. Just take away whatever I can. That was open. That's just bad programming on the game. We have a curl flat over there. I don't know what zones play in this game. It's not much. That's why everybody kind of runs man-to-man. But that is your basic red zone defense. All right, now let's talk about cover 3. Cover 3 buzz is really, really good this year. You can either run buzz or cloud out of it. Either one. I'm gonna go ahead and back them up over here so we get a little bit of room. And so pretty much just like everything else, we're gonna call our macro. I'm gonna show you at the end of the video. Gonna pinch the line, spread the linebackers, everything else. And one thing you gotta pay attention to is where this hook curl is. If you definitely want the inside third on the strong side of the formation, and then hook curl on this side, and I'll hook curl this guy. Reason being, I didn't reset my zone drops like I told y'all to do, but yeah, definitely reset your zone drops. But reason being is that thirds don't really rotate that well in this year's game. So yeah, you definitely want your third on the strong side. You can kind of switch up here. Take away the in route. Pretty much everything's bagged. Very, very good stock coverage. It's really just 3 adjustments. Hook curls or curl flats are playing a little bit deep, but I mean, it is what it is. It's just practice mode showing it off. But you definitely don't want 15-yard purples on this. They might get some stuff open underneath, but it's not the end of the world. Pretty good basic coverage. Just try to switch stick something. That's really all you're doing. Let me go ahead and see if I can lower these. They made it almost impossible to hit L2 and L1 at the same time and stem somebody down. But yeah, we're in a better spot now. Let's see what we can do. We know they got out route over here. Everything's bagged, and you get instant pressure. So yeah, really, really good zone coverage. If you wanted to, you can also run cloud. If I'm running cloud, I'll just turn auto flip off. That way it's automatically set up like this. Then you put a deep half over here or an outside third, either one on your safety. Put a hook curl on your linebacker, cloud flat on the outside, or you can just put a curl flat over there, either one. Like I said, clouds are pretty bad this year, but it's just habit to put cloud flats, I guess. And then you're pretty much set up. This is cover 3 cloud, pretty much like out of every other formation you've ever ran. Pretty easy, kind of the same concepts. Like we'll go over here, take away everything. Kind of threw at our user there after we switched off, but very, very good stock coverage. Pretty easy to set up. I forgot to flip, but I mean, it's just maybe 4 adjustments and you're ready. And we'll just stand here. Maybe we can take away this drag before he throws it. No, but that's pretty much it. It's just a guessing game, but you're just switch sticking around, predicting their combos. Really easy switch stick defense. And now let's talk quarters. So quarters in this year's game is really, really good. The zone drops actually do not affect match coverages here. So you can run with your curl flat still at 15. It's not really gonna matter. And pretty much you can run it stock if you want to. Run it stock's really good. You're just looking for the first person to kind of come over the middle. Really the third receiver in, so while you're in a 3 rec. Third receiver in would be that tight end, so I guess that technically would be my responsibility, but nobody's actually running that route online really. But I'll guard it this time, show you how sticky this is. So now we're coming out here. Everything's caged. He gets sacked. Yeah, your responsibility is a 3-rec. Count 3 receivers in. 3 receivers in would be the tight end right here, and we're responsible for him. Pretty much as simple as that. So we'll go ahead and run it one more time here. I go after the tight end. Everything else is pretty much caged. Dig kind of got open. You can still switch dig if you want to. Like, another thing you can do in quarters is man yourself up to him. If you know for a fact what route combo's coming, like I do here, I'll just man up to him. And then I know that dig's coming across, so I'll get on this guy, come down, cut it off. And I don't know how they fit that ball in there in double coverage, but yeah, very, very good coverage. Another thing you could do is you can take your defensive end. Well, usually you can. Why does it not let me put him? Huh. Usually I could put him in a hard flat. I don't know why it's not letting me. I've definitely put him in a hard flat before. It's because he's not pinched. That's odd. But anyways, you can zone him out too. Another good coverage I like to do is I have a macro for bunch right and bunch left. And pretty much what that does is it's going to put us in, I need to re-blitz him, but it's going to put us like in a cover 6 type shell, and you got a soft squad over here. This is also really good against bunch formations. They're going to snap it, pretty much take whatever's on the inside. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this with my curl flat stemmed all the way up. I will turn my zone drops off whenever I run this typically. But yeah, this will pretty much bag everything in bunch. Everything's guarded, and we should have got a pick, but for some reason we redded it. Yeah, really, really good coverage. That's pretty much all you need to know about 6-1. You got really good match, you got really good cover 3, buzz, cloud. You can even run cover 2 man if you wanted to. Just call your macro, press, shade underneath, commit inside. Very, very hard to beat this year. Then I'll grab this guy, since he's manned up on the running back, come over here. And then as soon as they snap the ball, I'm getting on one of these deep halves, and I'm trying to guard anything coming down. They still got that open, that's crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we'll get into the macros, and that'll be the video. All right, so one thing I forgot to go over was the run shoots. So we're gonna call cover 3 buzz, just to show you that's pretty much any run you can shoot out of this, out of any play. You don't have to call Sam Will blitz. We'll go against pistol deuce close, halfback dive, because it's kind of an annoying run. But we'll just call our macro. That's gonna pinch the line, spread the linebackers. And we're gonna stand right here behind this D tackle against pistol runs. This is only pistol runs. You typically want to get on the strong side of the formation to shoot pistol runs, but since deuce close is more of a symmetrical formation, you just have to kind of like guess. So we're gonna get right here behind this D tackle, and as soon as I snap the ball, there's gonna be a gap open up. We just shoot in the backfield, hit it, and no more run problems. Deuce close is done for. We'll go ahead and do it one more time. Stand right behind this D tackle, they snap it, lane opens up, run in, dive tackle. Pretty easy. Now let me show you shotgun runs. All right, now we're gonna talk about shotgun runs. We call our macro again. If we're going against trips tight end here, inside zone, typically I like to move this guy in anyways, in case it's an RPO. So I kind of move him back on the line. I don't think you have to. It's just, this is trips tight end, so they're gonna call the RPO a lot. But once we get the macro set up, instead of standing directly over this D tackle, we're gonna stand a little bit off to the side, kind of right here. And once they snap it, we should have a lane open up. We actually got picked up a little bit right there, but we're still only rushing 4, and they picked it up pretty well. I'm actually not gonna move him in this time. Let's see if we can get a better downhill shoot. Right there in the backfield, trip him up, loss of 2, whatever else. So call your macro or pinch, spread your linebackers, and we'll wait for it again. Loop around, didn't come in free there. I don't know how we didn't come in free there. They'll pick us up sometimes, it just depends. But 6-1's very good run defense anyway, so they're not gonna get too many runs on you. There we go again, in the backfield. And now let me show you against like big heavy runs. All right, so this is gonna be for like against your West Virginia, that kind of thing. Normally I'd run nickel wide, but you can out of 4-3 even 6-1 called Texas 4-man. And then we don't have necessarily that play in this playbook. We'll go like halfback stretch. And so instead of calling our macro, we pick the Texas 4-man, we'll just spread our line. And then you want to put your zones on ultra aggressive. So the reason you put them in ultra aggressive is because they're already in run fits. I don't even know how to check my run fits. I was going to try to, but yeah, I don't know how to check them. But so my safeties are in run fits here, so that's why you pick quarters. Putting them on ultra aggressive is going to make them bite down the run even sooner. And then we're just going to take our backside safety, or in this case, it's a symmetrical formation, just pick a side. And we're going to wait on the stretch and just kind of use her over the top. Everything else, like if they go inside, it's going to be shut down. Anything outside, we're just going to kind of attack with our user, just kind of float over the top and shut it down. I'm not trying to get too aggressive here. I'm just trying to stop him from getting a big run, kind of limiting the damage, you could say. But I'm pretty sure, like, let me just show you. Even if you pick the wrong linebacker against like a formation like this, you should still be okay. So call this. You can kind of come down, wait on it, cut stick, easy. Give them some wear and tear. And that's going to be your run shoots for the 6-1. So yeah, now let's get into the macros. All right, here's the macro for our base 6-1. All right, so we're just going to shade coverage inside, route commit inside. And like I said, you can call this on zone or man. This is pretty much for all of them. And you got pinch defensive line right here, spread linebackers, and that's it. That's your macro. You're calling that. You can call it the play call screen. You can come to the line of scrimmage, call it. That's going to be, you know, getting everything set up for you, and then you can just do your coverage behind it. All right, now for the match shell against like bunch formations. I pretty much originally made this for single mug, but it transitions the exact same really. So that's why I'll call 6-1 base and then macro stack on top of each other. And so I can just do bunch right, bunch left after that. But your adjustments for this is, this will be your bunch right. You want an inside quarter on cornerback 1, soft squat on CB2. We'll have the free safety and an inside quarter, strong safety and a deep half. And then for your sub linebacker 1, you want a 3-rec hook. You can either do sub linebacker 3-rec hook or Mike. I mean, I guess depending on what formation you're in, this still works fine for me. So this is how I have it set up. So we're just going to do that. So that's it for bunch right. Bunch left is pretty much everything the same, but inverted. So you'll do 3-rec hook on the sub linebacker. That's the only thing that doesn't change in this. And then strong safety, you'll have him in an inside quarter. Free safety, you'll have him in a deep half. CB2, you'll have him in an inside quarter. And then CB1, you'll have him in the soft squat this time. And that's pretty much it. That's going to bag 90% of people online. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, leave a like in the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll be back with more. Peace.